Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's the CD guy, Johnny Z here. Thank you so much for tuning back into the channel, and in case you can't tell by the lighting around me, this is not the optimal time of day to record a video here, but this is the breaking news of the day, September 5th, 2024. Mark your calendar, so that's the day Linkin Park have returned with the new single, The Emptiness Machine, off their upcoming album, From Zero. The band are making a comeback here. Following the passing of Chester Bennington, they went on hiatus. Up until now, recruiting dead sour vocalist Emily Armstrong here, and I really enjoy this track, The Emptiness Machine. We're going to talk all about it. We're going to talk all about Emily Armstrong, her addition to the band here, and the upcoming record, all things Linkin Park here. Let's talk about it. Let's dive in, and I'm going to talk about why, even with the massive, lineup change here of Chester Bennington, of course, no longer with us, and then bringing in Emily Armstrong, why this is still Linkin Park at its core. First and foremost, let's dive into the single, The Emptiness Machine. The lead single, now we know, for the return record, From Zero, which will be out this November, and there's a lot to be excited about here. This track is a very catchy, very fun song. I think it's a great rocker, very much in your face, so pretty infectious as all things considered here. And so when it comes down to it, I was intrigued as to what this was going to sound like. If they were going to bring in a new vocalist, I had proposed maybe Mike Shinoda stepping in as the band's primary singer, but this works better, bringing in Emily Armstrong, who has, I think, a greater range, can do more justice to the Chester material. And so in this track here, it kicks off with Mike Shinoda on lead vocals for the first verse before Emily Armstrong comes in, and you can definitely notice that change there, and definitely a bit of a reinvigoration of the band with Emily coming in. Great vocals, very powerful stuff. She's going to fit in great with the band. It sounds very strong on this track. Like I said, very much a catchy, fun song here, total earworm of a track, and I'd say pretty much, pretty commercial, pretty accessible as well, but the rest of this record here, if it's anything like that, it's going to be very solid. We do have the From Zero track listing as well, which you guys can see right over here, and they will be announcing a number of tour dates as well. Pre-sale codes begin on Friday for members of the Linkin Park Underground fan club. Tickets go on sale to the general public on Saturday, so that's very exciting stuff, right? The band are going to be back on the road. They have a new album and the new vocalist in Emily Armstrong, and so there's a lot of rumors going around about who was going to step in, and with the addition here of Emily Armstrong, like I said, it does feel like a reinvigoration, but there's always going to be some people out there who say, well, if it's not Chester Bennington, it's not Linkin Park. Here's why I disagree with that. Obviously, it was a massive loss to the music world when Chester Bennington passed away back in 2017, and the band went on hiatus. We didn't know if we'd ever get new Linkin Park music again, so the fact that they're back in the studio, they made a new album, they're back out there, is cause for celebration. And now, while it might be easy to, write it off as, well, there's no Chester, so it can't be Linkin Park, it's important to remember that bands have lost vocalists and come back, I'd say stronger than ever. I think the jury is still out on Linkin Park here, but have come back and done great work. Look at Alice in Chains. After Lane Staley died, they went on hiatus, came back with Will Duvall. Black is Way to Blue was great. The Devil But Dinosaurs here was great. Rainier Fog, okay, not great, but still a fine album. But overall, this new era of Alice in Chains has been fantastic. You have the Pantera reunion, which I call it half Terror without Dimebag and Vinnie Paul. I was wrong about that at first. I totally wrote it off, and I should not have. I saw them open for Metallica, and it was a great show, and definitely did justice to the classic Pantera material, and so I was wrong to judge it so harshly from the beginning, and so I'm not going to do that here with Linkin Park. I want to hear the whole record. So far, the first single, very much, very exciting, very much something that I'm looking forward to hearing, an extension of the rest of that record sounding similar to it. And when it comes down to it, it's just cause for celebration to have Linkin Park back. They were gone for so many years, and it's not fair to the rest of the bandmates to just say, well, we can't make music anymore. I think continuing to keep the Linkin Park name alive is appropriate here, considering you have Mike Shinoda, founding member of the band, and as far as I'm concerned personally, as long as you have Mike Shinoda there, it's still Linkin Park. He's the heart and soul of the band as far as I'm concerned, and so I'm very excited for this new era and this new chapter, and totally fine with them continuing to call it Linkin Park. I can see both sides of the argument, but for me, as long as Shinoda's there, and as long as they're releasing music to a high level that, not only does justice to the classic stuff, but continues to, move the band forward, I think it's all good stuff. The band released the following statement saying, and I quote, "It was made with deep appreciation for our new and longtime bandmates, our friends, our family, and our fans. We are proud of what Linkin Park has become over the years and excited with the journey ahead," end quote. This was the lead single off the album From Zero here. It's out on digital outlets, and like I said, tour dates are coming. The band will be performing live at the Kia Forum on September 11th and New York City's Barclays Center on September 16th, followed by shows in Germany, South Korea, and Colombia. And they did premiere this track today during their first performance since 2017 at the Chester Bennington Tribute Concert in October of that year, doing a surprise pop-up up concert here today. During the live stream concert, there was a lot of anticipation for this, a lot of waiting, a lot of, rumors as to what was going to come. Remember the countdown timer for 100, 100 hours, then it came down from 100 and started back up again. That was kind of sucky. I mean, to be honest, they probably just could have put out 9.5 as a teaser instead of doing that whole thing with the clock. But nonetheless, 9.5 is here, the new single is here, and the new era of Linkin Park is here. So I just wanted to briefly share my thoughts on that and cover the news of the day as the daylight fades in front of me here. And this is, again, not the optimal time to do an upload, as you guys can probably see from the picture quality. But it is what it is, right? Wanted to get this video out to you guys. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel down below. Turn on the bell for notifications so you don't miss a new upload. And let me know down in the comment section below. Do you think it's still Linkin Park without Chester Bennington? And what are your thoughts on the new single? Are you looking forward to the new album? Let me know all that good stuff down in the comments section. And until next time, it's the CD guy, Johnny Z, signing off. Take care, everybody.